part 2 of my ONM vs Marriland match versus Aqua13. I couldn't be bothered to put the intro in it because, you know, what's the point really? It's like, you've already seen the intro in the first match, so forget intros now. Okay, so I just recover there. He goes for the wish. Now, I'm just going to go for a grass knot and hopefully, you know, damage something well. Even though, yeah. So he goes to Tyranitar, grass. I was like, oh, get a crit, please. But I don't get the crit, and he lives. And now, this was where it all kind of went wrong, really, because I was like, okay, Choice Banded, it's most probably got Pursuit, but I can't really stay in because if he crunches me. But I pretty much knew he had Pursuit on him, but I still went, yeah, I've got to switch, really. And that was really, I shouldn't have done that, because Celebi was kind of like, would have been my lifesaver, really. But yeah, I switch out, he pursues me, I was just like, oh, flip crap, gaze. And yeah, damages me a lot. So yeah, I go for the Ice Fang here, but I just stay asleep, and he gets this free switch anyways. So yeah, that doesn't matter. And yeah, that's really much it. So he goes to Bronzong, and this is where I do another idiotic move again. I was like, yeah, I've got to switch into AB now before he gets the Stealth Rocks up. And as soon as I did that, I was like, oh crap, Sandstorm. So he gets Stealth Rocks up and kills one of my mon in one turn. How epic is that for him? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically, as soon as Celebi got pursued, I just went downhill. You know, just downhill. So I just ended in, I was cool before. Just gonna go for the U-turn because that's the best option really. And yeah, that does good amount of damage to the Bronzong. And I'm just gonna go to Hades and finally burn Bronzong. Now it'd be a bit pointless going for a pain split because I would get no health back really. So yeah, he stays in and I just Will-O-Wisp. That's very handy because, you know, all of his attacks do laughable amount of damage. And yeah, as you see, Earthquake does nothing, so that's cool. Now I'm pretty much stuck here because I can't really do anything to Bronzong, so I'm just going to have to switch. And who do I go to? Oh yeah, I go back to Scizor, which was dumb. I really needed Scizor alive, but either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it really mattered. But yeah, I just go to I was cool before again, and he Earthquakes. I knew I was obviously going to live unless he got a crit, and yeah. I was thinking like with the U-turn now, looking at the amount of damage it did before, I should kill it with U-turn, and that's what I just go and do. But it doesn't actually kill. He actually lived with tiny amount of HP. So yeah, that was like I was just like, oh right, case doesn't really matter, but you know, would have helped if he'd have killed. And yeah, he Earthquakes Stango, and that does nothing. So yeah, and I was like, well, Burn should take him down now, and then he lives with 1 HP. I was like, oh, what the hell's? I was like, in case. So I just Rock Slide it, and then he dies. So that's like, yay. And, right, well, I was kind of like thinking, okay, that's a bit stuck because you can bring in something painful. But, yeah, he goes to Celebi. Now, I just Toxic that, even though it's pretty pointless, but, you know, damage is good. And, yeah, I Toxic. And, he takes, like, little bit of damage, but you know. So I just go for an Earthquake here. I actually predicted he switched to Tyranitar to take my Rock Slide, and yeah, but I over predicted there, and he recovered. And Earthquake does laughable amount of damage to him. So yeah, that's like not really good. So but Toxic helped. Toxic helped a lot. But he's going to switch out now anyway. So yeah. Now, he switches out, goes to the Vaporeon. Now, it's like, every time I use a Vaporeon, it dies instantly. It's like 2-hit KO'd and pwned. Then when everybody else uses a Vaporeon, it never dies. It's like a Blissey, just not as worse and not as fat and pink. So yeah, I don't know what's up there. I must use my Pokemans wrong. So I'm just going to go and Toxic the Vaporeon, because Toxicing stuff is fun and helps a lot. And, yeah, it should help me. He wishes, and I Toxic, and yeah, that's good. So I was like thinking, oh, he's probably going to go to Tyranitar now and like pretty much just owned my whole team with like Stone Edge or something. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I just decided to stay in anyway because I needed Scissor alive. Why am I talking about Scissor now? Man, I'm away with the fairies. I'm daydreaming. Sorry. Excuse my absence in the brain. So right, he protects, gets all his health back, and I'm just gonna go for the rock slide now. He wishes again. Rock slide does fair amount of damage. No, not a fair amount of damage. Crap amount of damage. What am I saying? And toxic is good. So now he goes to Tyranitar, and I toxic that, so that's good. I predicted a switch there, and he gets a wish life back, so that's not really good. And what happened here? I forget. Oh yeah, he crunches, and I go to Hippowdon, and yeah, I was just like, please don't get the defense drop because Hippowdon would have been quite handy to me, but yeah, he does get the defense drop, and I was just like, oh come on, you gay, arg. And I was just like, oh, what can I do? I'll switch out, I'm gonna die or something. I was just praying I'd live, but it gets a crit, and it's like, what the hell, hacks, man? Defense drop and then a crit next turn. It's like, whoa, the gods hate me, if there is a god. So yeah, I just bring in Scissor for the last time. I'm just gonna start bullet punching everything because I can, and yeah, hopefully that's gonna do some damage. But yeah, only really takes down 1/1, so whatever there. And right, he goes to Vaporeon. I bullet punch the Vaporeon. It does a meh amount of damage, and yeah, but luckily luckily with the toxic, I'm going to kill him, so that's good. Had I have not toxic him, I would have failed. So yeah, I take down the Vaporeon, which is good. Means I don't get totally pwned. And he brings in Lucario now. I was like, oh, anyone but him, because I might have actually been able to damage his team more. So he swords dances, and now it's just like, well, pretty much good game now because there's nothing I can do. He extreme speeds and takes me down. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. And the end result of the war was 5-2 to Marriland, and the only two people that I expected to win did win, and all the rest lost, which I expected as well. And yeah, a little bit of hacks here. Had he have missed the second time in Stone Age, I might have actually been able to, no, I wouldn't have won because Cradilly was fail. I would have been able to take Tyranitar Stone Age. So yeah, what can I say really? Because congrats to the Marriland Elite, should I say? And yeah, there's nothing much else I can say really. So from good game. So yeah, I'll see everyone around. Subscribe to me if you want to. Lol.